Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Friday, November 7th, 2025. So, did you find this Friday crossword to be fabulous?
Fabulous Friday.
Fabulous Friday?
It certainly was a feisty one.
Was it?
It was for me.
Mm-hmm. But you got through it.
I did, but we ended up in kind of the middle right side, and there were four squares. We didn't know what the letters were.
Really?
We had good ideas of what they probably were, but we just didn't think that was right. So we kind of ended the day with those four empty squares. And in the morning, I'm like, oh, just put in what you think it is. And I put it in. For three of them, I had a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fourth one, I just started hitting letters. And when I got to the what it was, it hit the happy music. So
I will
never
now
quite had that before like that. We had like these four squares, and you kind of think you know, but you really don't. And it doesn't seem to fit what you think it's going to be. But I just put it in, and then the fourth one started putting in letters, and I got it right.
I will now demonstrate my incredible mind-reading powers because I'm going to predict that the letter in question was the junction of 40 across. That was the Brady household, including Alice, E.G., crossed with 29 down, the fall of the house of Usher actress blank Miller.
That was one of them. That was the one that we did not know.
But was that the one that you had to walk through?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right.
Mm-hmm.
My streak is intact. Both my crossword streak and my ability to read minds. Yeah, so 40 across for the record. The Brady household, including Alice E.G., was ENNEAD.
ENNEAD, which means a group of 9. I looked that up.
Right.
But we didn't have the second letter of that or
the second
A.
letter.
It was an N. We didn't have that, and we didn't have as you said, the A in Tania. The actress's name was Tania. And then right above those, we didn't have the T of Tania, and we didn't have the Y.
Oh.
And so we sort of had a square there. And like I said, 28 across was... it was like dwellings for nomads. And
yes.
I was almost positive that was yours.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I put down.
Well, but then when we got that N, I took it out because I thought TN, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So, and then
yes.
25 down, wire holders. I was like, well, it looks like pylons.
It is.
And, but I think when I think of pylon, I think of something quite different than a wire holder. But after we solved the puzzle, I looked it up, and it is indeed like a high wire holder of, like electrical wires.
Sure.
Those are called pylons.
Mm-hmm.
So then, I put in the N because it just looked like, well, if that was yurts, then that just looks like it must be pylons.
Right.
But I had no idea what the Brady plus Alice family was. I tried to put in like a nunette or something, but of course it didn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the lesson for me, trust your gut, just put in what you think it is, and chances are you're right. You were right with yurts and with pylons, and then all we had to put in was that last square and started hitting letters. And when we got to A, it solved.
Well, if you started at A, it wouldn't take long at all.
Well, no, I started with I because ENNEAD. I thought it's just spelled like E-I-D, but it was ENNEAD, E-A-D.
I see.
And I thought, what could be E-R-D? I was trying to think of what letters you might find between an E and a D. So,
right.
In a word you don't know.
That makes it particularly challenging.
So anyway, that was our little just challenge in this puzzle. But I was doing this with our daughter, and she doesn't think that she's a very good crossword solver. but she got the two long clues that intersected right in the middle. They went the length and width of the puzzle. She got them both. 8 down. I'm like, oh, yeah, that could fit. Step on it was pedal to the metal.
Yep.
She got that. And then after much work and a few crosses, 37 across, nostalgic tune. I'm like, nostalgic tune. Anyway, it turned out to be oldie but a goodie. And she got that one too. So
Wow.
she was instrumental in getting this puzzle solved. So I think the more we do them together, the better she is getting.
Right.
So,
Yeah, for 8 down, I had metal. I was able to see the word metal, and then I had, I think, maybe the H, maybe the T, and so I thought, okay, it's the metal, and then I was sort of like, put it to the, I thought it was going to be put it to the metal, rather than pedal to the metal, but eventually I worked through that. And oldie but goodie, I momentarily panicked about the spelling of goodie, but it was Goodie.
yes.
ENNEAD has actually appeared something like 79 times, starting in 1942.
Wow.
And it's always been clued as a group of 9, often Egyptian deities.
Wow.
So, and yurts, like I said, that's the only thing I could possibly think of other than, I suppose tents,
Yeah.
but, or igloo, although that's singular.
Yeah.
And also it's really hard to be nomadic with an igloo.
I don't think that would really be appropriate.
I suppose if you were in an ice floe and it broke off, then you would be nomadic in that sense. Also very cold. 15 across was synthetic upholstery material, ultra suede.
That's right.
Did you get that right away?
Not right away, but after just a few letters, I'm like, oh, I know what this is. It's ultra suede. It was the thing back in like the 70s and 80s.
What's the difference
Ultra
between?
suede.
Okay, what's the difference between ultra suede and just ordinary suede?
Well, ultra suede is man-made. It is not leather. Suede is made of leather.
I see.
But ultra suede is all like plastic, polyesters, and so yeah.
I'm waiting for uber suede. Let's see. We also had there another clue that I should have remembered but did not. Mexican street corn, elote.
Yep.
And we've had that before, I know, and I did not know it then, and I still don't know it.
I couldn't remember it, but our daughter got it right off because,
Really?
of course, she is a chef.
Yes.
So she knew that right away.
What about 4 down? The site of a counter-Reformation council, 1545 to 63, Trent.
I put Ghent, Ghent. I think it's Ghent, but then, as we worked more, it was like, oh, no, it's Trent.
Right.
But we were close.
Yes. Seems to be a long time span, 1945 to 63, for a council. I hope they got time off at New Year's.
I believe they came up with a treaty.
7 down, I discovered I didn't know how to spell yet another word. It might bring a patient to surgery, gurney.
Right.
And I'm like, well, Gourn. Guess there's not going to be an E in it, so, but it was Gurney.
Yeah.
Did you get that right away?
Yes, we did.
Oh, okay. And knew how to spell it.
Yep.
39 across was fascinating to me. Domesticated insect, entirely dependent on humans for reproduction. I'm like, what insects are domesticated?
Yeah.
You go down the food aisle and you discover cat food and dog food. You don't discover domesticated insect food. And that was the silk moth.
We were both quite struck by that
Right.
as well. We got the moth part, and I thought, oh, maybe it's a Luna moth because they're kind of rare, so maybe they, have kind of domesticated them. But no, it was silk moth.
Yeah, no one needs any Luna, but they do need silk.
They might breed them for like butterfly gardens or something. but maybe Luna moths don't like flowers. I don't know.
Yeah. I wonder if they have to, they probably don't have to worry like they do with, they have like the free range chickens and they have to make sure they have enough room in their pens. I'm assuming with moths that isn't really a problem.
Probably not. No.
We had 41 across, another clue which I believe we have seen before, and we've sort of a reference like this, material refined through the Bessemer process, steel. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, okay. And And by the way, listeners, anytime I ask Jean, does she know something, it's always a clue that I did not know the answer to. So, let's see. We had 61 across, elephant blank, pastries, ears.
Elephant ears.
I got that one.
Me too.
I was pretty pleased. And then pursuit after a breakup. You know, when you see the answer, it's always obvious after the fact,
Sure.
right? The answer was solo career.
Right.
But it certainly didn't come to me
No, we're thinking of a totally different
like something on a rebound. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We had 55 down, Hava Nagila. Actually, it was blank Nagila, and the answer was Hava. I just want to know if they have when people are dancing the Hava Nagila, if they're enjoying fava beans. You have a fava at a Hava Nagila. No,
I don't know.
I don't know what to do with that phrase. So, let's see here. 35 across was beverage featured in a Christmas story. Ovaltine.
Ovaltine.
You knew that?
I knew that.
Okay, I did not. I was going for hot chocolate or hot cocoa.
No, it was Ovaltine. Although I couldn't quite remember how to spell it. I first spelled it Oveltine, but it's Oval. Ovaltine. I never liked that. Ovaltine.
I've never had any, so I have no opinion.
I would just go for hot chocolate any day.
Sounds good to me. Speaking about things that are vaguely oval, 14 down, elliptical areas, gyms.
Yes. that was pretty funny.
That was good. And I like 12 down. Let's try that one more time. Leave one's winnings on the table for another bet. Let it ride.
Let it ride, yes.
I just sort of like the daring do and the sort of the arrogance of that phrase. Let it ride.
I had no clue, but our daughter, of course, got it right away because she used to be a chef in
a casino, right?
So she was like, "Let it ride." Not that she ever got to actually be in the casino because she was always in the kitchen.
Right. She was nearby.
She was nearby. She got to see the high rollers after they either won or lost.
Yes. All right. I think that is it for today then.
Okay.
Thanks everyone for listening.
Yes.
We hope you're enjoying these podcasts. Let us know. Crosswordpodcast at iCloud.com. Saturday's crosswords out. The toughest of the week. So put on your thinking caps and tackle it. We will too, and be back to talk about that crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.